All right. Hello. Welcome everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. My name is John from WebDev for You. I do these live streams every Monday through Thursday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. And we talk about everything Webflow. I go over how to build in Webflow, and we cover anything related to web design and web development. I also go over how to create animations and interactions in Webflow. And I provide support via the super chat function on YouTube. So if you need help with a personal project, you can just drop a super chat, and I'll be happy to help. So the super chat just helps support the channel and helps support me with creating these live streams and the different content I create for Webflow. All right, so continuing from the theme of this week, we're rebuilding the TaylorSwift.com website. So as I've mentioned before, I just looked at the site and it was really unappealing in a way and not a very great site. The sections were actually images. So I decided to just create a simple site in Webflow to kind of showcase the power of Webflow and how quickly we can make a much better site using Webflow. Hey Tazaware, how's it going? So for today, we're gonna finish building the site. We're gonna add some more merchandise. We're gonna add a cart to the site. We'll add a footer, and let's just take a look here. And we'll add this latest releases section as well. All right, so let's continue with the e-commerce portion. So today we're gonna work a lot with e-commerce in Webflow, and so there's a few things I want to do right off the bat. I think these images are a little bit too large, so I just want to give them a specific width, maybe 400 pixels in width for both of these. Yeah, something like that, so they're a little smaller. I didn't like the scale relative to the other elements on the site, so just gave it a width of 400 pixels, and I think that looks a little better. All right, so let's go ahead and add a few more products to the shop. So let's go into here. So we have these first three. Let's download this image of the sweater and this ring, and we'll download this, the vinyl album, the CD version, and the explicit version. All right, so let's go back into Webflow and we'll add those products. Hey Dylan, how's it going? Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. So tomorrow there won't be a live stream. I just realized tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so we'll be taking tomorrow off. And then I'll be back Monday. So just wanted to mention that. Do want to take a little break for the holiday weekend. Let's go back into products and let's create a new product. So we have the Taylor Swift knit sweater. Won't add a description for now. I'll just add an image. And the sweater is here. And for the price, it is $65. Okay. All right, we'll create that. Then let's add a new product. So the red Taylor's version album ring by Kathy Waterman. We'll drop that in here and create. There was one error. Let's see. Oh, the price. The price is $45. Then we have the vinyl version of the album. So red Taylor's version vinyl. We'll add the image, and it is $49.99. Create. Let's add another product, the red Taylor's version CD, and we'll add the CD here, CD image, and the CD is, let's see, it doesn't have a price, so let's do $19.99 and create, and then we'll do Red Taylor's version digital album explicit, and we'll drop that in here. And let's look at the price, $14.99. All right, so let's go into here and fix the layout. So let's see, album, let's see here, section shop, container, shop wrapper. So for the shop wrapper, or the collection list, I should say, the shop collection list, let's do wrap. So it puts it like this. I think I might want to do, let's see, so don't wrap. Let's do vertical and wrap. No. Horizontal. I might do grid for this. Let's do grid. Yeah, grid looks better. And then we'll, let's try adding 3 columns. Yeah, like that. That's much better. And we'll add some more spacing between the rows, maybe 40, and maybe 40 between the columns. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe even a little bit more spacing between the rows. All right, I'm liking that. Then for each collection item, let's go ahead and add an add to cart button. Let's go back in here and we'll add to cart, and yeah, let's just do the add to cart button here, and we'll style it with primary button. That looks good. So add to cart, we're going to set it to flex. So let's call it shop add to cart, and we'll set it to flex and center. And we'll go to shop add to cart default, and this should be flex. There we go, quantity 1. Or actually, yeah, let's align it to the left, and add to cart, let's say left, and then this cart, I'll say is add to, or we'll use is ATC, add to cart. We'll remove the margin from both sides, and something like this, and let's align it to the bottom. Let's see, let's see here, flex, vertical, bottom, top, or let's do this. Okay, that's better. Let me work on this layout a little bit. So we have the price, gonna add some margin to the bottom here for the price. And let's do something like this. Yeah, we'll do it from the top. And the image, I'll say shop image. Okay, yeah, it looks good. Yeah, that works. Yeah, not bad. Let me try centering the add to cart. No, I like it on the left. So add to cart. Yeah, that's not bad. Might need a little bit of work, but we'll work with it. For the quantity, I'll change the color of the border. There we go. Quantity, let's change the text. Quantity text. And we'll set it to white or red. Make it a little bit thinner. And we'll change the size, something like that. Yep. And add a little bit of margin to the bottom. All right. Yeah, it's a little better. We have the products, and the user can select them. Okay, so yeah, that looks good. What I might do as well is set the collection item to, I might add it inside of a link block. So for the collection item in here, we'll just add a div. If it will let me, div, and we'll place it in here. Or no, not a div, actually a link block, and we'll place all of these elements inside of here. Oh, add to cart can't be placed in a link block. 1 second, I'm in my live stream. Yep. And yeah, actually, let's see, collection item. Yeah, I can't place the add to cart in a link block. That's okay. Yeah, so link block, I'll call this shop underscore link block, and we'll remove the link decoration. So what I want to happen is when I click on any of these products, it'll take me to the product page that we can style. So yeah, I think I do want it to, for the user to be able to add the item to the cart here. And if they click, it'll take them to, so for the link block, if I select it and I go to element settings, I can say collection page, and I could say current product. So when the user clicks, it takes them to the product page that we can style. So yeah, and I think I do want this to be centered actually. So let me set this to center, and then this, I do want it centered as well. Yeah, that's nice. Add to cart, add to cart. I feel like more space is needed too between the grid items. So we're just kind of designing here on the fly a little bit. Let's do 80. Yeah, it's not bad. And then let's do 10 here for the price. Quantity, let's make it normal. And maybe, let's see how this looks. Collection item, let's add a border, make it red, and radius of 30. And we'll add some padding to the left and the right. That doesn't quite work. Let's see, collection item. And we'll center these elements. So collection item. Let me add some padding here. So the image, shop link block. Yeah, should be in the center, vertical center. Okay. Collection item. Let me remove the margin. And yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, I kind of like that. So kind of creates that separation between the element. So I might remove the border from the shop wrapper. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. Very nice. And maybe we'll even add some more spacing here between the rows, or no, not the rows, the columns. All right. Yeah, I'm liking that. Not bad. So it just creates a more, like each product, it has its own kind of card. So the user can click and select each product. Okay, so far so good. Collection item, collection list wrapper, yep. Shop wrapper. Let's remove the padding here from the shop wrapper, so it aligns with this element here, so there's more alignment. All right, I'm digging it. It's looking good. Okay. All right, let's see what else we can do. Let me go to the Taylor Swift website. Latest releases, so let's add those. So we'll add another section called latest releases. So in the main wrapper, we'll add a section, and I'll call this section latest releases. And we'll add a div. This div will be a container. And let's add a heading. So I'm just going to copy this h2 heading. I'll go ahead and duplicate this class, and I'll call this latest releases heading. And we'll just change this to latest releases. And we'll add a div in here. We'll call this latest releases wrapper. And we'll give it the display setting of grid. We only need one row and 3 columns. And we have these different images. So let me try to find higher quality images. So Fearless album cover, Taylor Swift. Images. And maybe this one. Yeah, sure. Save image as, save. And then we have Evermore album. Okay. Sure thing. And then we have Folklore album. Okay, we need the image. All right, so these feel like they're products. Or actually, we can link them out to this page. We don't actually have to make them products. So yeah, they'll just be link blocks, and that should work. All right, so appreciate the likes, everyone. Yeah, and hopefully, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, because I know I'm just kind of building here, but yeah, definitely open to answering any questions. So I'll add a link block here, and we'll call this latest releases link block. And so we'll just add an image in here, image. Yeah, for the link block, let's set it to flex and center. And then let me just drag and drop these images that I downloaded. And I'm missing one image. Ah, here it is. Okay, so we'll add this image here. Fearless. Okay. And I'll say latest releases underscore image. And copy and paste. So we have those three, and then I'll just replace the image here. Okay, for the image, we'll say cover, and then we'll add, let's make it an H3 heading. So we'll add a heading, set it to H3. For the latest releases, we'll make it vertical and centered and top. For the image, let's set it to 300 by 300, so they're all the same width and height. And then for all H3s, let's style it. So I'll say normal. For the link block, let's remove the underline. And then for the color, we'll just change the color here to red. So this is Fearless, Evermore, and Folklore. So latest releases, album title. So Fearless, Evermore, and Folklore. All right, and then we can link these out. I can even go in here and just grab this link and link it out to that element. Okay, and then for this section shop, I'm going to add some margin to the bottom, maybe 60. Let's see what it is for this up here. 100. Probably don't need that much margin, but I think 60 is fine. All right, and just to keep the theme consistent, let's add a border, make it red, border radius of 30, and then we'll add some padding. So I think I'm using 40 for padding for most of these. And let's add some more space between. And we can even add some border radius to the images, just to keep it kind of consistent with that border theme. All right. Let's take a look. Got the merchandise and latest releases. We click, takes us there, perfect. So we can listen to the album on these different places. Great. Yeah, so far so good. Let's go ahead and add the footer. We can add this newsletter too, but we'll go ahead and add a footer. So let's go ahead and do that now. we'll add a section, and I'll call this footer, or section dash footer. And yeah, section dash footer. We'll give this section a background of the red, and we'll add a div in here, set it to container. And for the footer, let's see, we just have some links down here and social media. So yeah, let's keep it simple as well. What we'll do for that, yeah, I'll just copy this logo type here, paste it in there. And yeah, actually let me add a div first off and call this footer underscore wrapper. And we'll set it to grid, and we'll have three columns. So one for the links and one for the logo type. So in the first one, we add the logo type. Then I'll add another div. This will be for the links. So footer underscore nav. And then we'll just add text links in here. And yeah, so terms and conditions. Okay. So we'll say for the text link, we'll say footer underscore text link. And we'll change the color to white, no underline. And yeah, that looks good. Let's go ahead and add some padding now so we can see the footer a bit better. And for the footer nav, I'm going to set it to flex and center. The text link, let's make it 16, and let's do light. And yeah, so we have 2021 Taylor Nation. Let me just copy that text. And one thing I didn't check, I'm actually curious to see, and I'll check it in a second. I want to see like what they built this site in. Feels like it's hand coded maybe. Yeah, it looks hand coded. But yeah, definitely could do a lot better with their site. So privacy policy, terms and conditions. So I'm just going to copy this. Privacy policy, terms and conditions, accessibility, and do not sell my personal information. Kind of a weird thing to write there, but okay. All right, so let's work on this grid. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller, make this a little bit bigger, and we'll add some margin to the right of these links. And let's do 30. These links I feel should be a little bit smaller. We'll add a bit more gap between the columns. Like that. And we'll add the social media in a second. I'm almost thinking we'll leave it like that for now. So for the page wrapper, let me remove this padding on the bottom. Then for the section, I'm going to add like 100 pixels to the bottom for the margin. We have the footer there at the bottom. All right. So we got a footer going, got a header and a footer. It's looking good. just publishing to see how it looks. And then maybe we can add this newsletter section. That might be the last thing we do for today. All right, very nice. Okay, so I think already I think this looks way better than this site. Not saying it's perfect, you know, there's definitely things that could be improved. If this was a real site, like if this was really for Taylor Swift, I'd probably look up a really nice font, a paid font, because this is a Google font. But there's plenty of nice fonts out there that I think would complement this site. What I am curious about, let's go to Envato Elements and let's see if we can find a grain that we can overlay over the site to give it a more vintage look. So I'm gonna type in grain effect, and let's see if we have any of that. Kind of like a texture. Maybe I can type in grain texture. Yeah, like dust and hair particles. These are JPEGs, this wouldn't work. Yeah, we can create a texture in Photoshop, but actually let me go ahead and add the texture first. So I have some grains that I can just add as examples just to see how it will look. I'm gonna add a kind of an intense grain. Let's take a look at that. So let's add it to the page wrapper. We'll add a background, or no, we'll add a div, and I'll call this grain overlay. Set it to position absolute and full. Make sure the page wrapper is set to relative. And then for the grain overlay, we'll add the background image for that grain. Set it to 2x. Yeah, 2x. And center. Nice. And then we want to add a bit of custom code to make sure we can click the buttons on the site. So I'll say style.grain overlay, open brackets, closed brackets, pointer events, semicolon or colon is none. So this will allow us to click on the buttons underneath the grain. And yeah, I kind of like that black grain. I think it works well. And let's preview. Oh yeah, very nice. Definitely gives it more texture. I do like it. I could even make the grain red. That might give it even more of a tint, which might look nice. Yeah. Very nice. So yeah, let's try creating that red grain. So I think I have it in Photoshop, so we don't have to recreate it. Yeah, I have it in Photoshop, so this should. Yeah, and if you're curious about how I did this, I think I cover it quite a bit in a few other tutorials. So let me just grab the color here for this button. So for now, I'm just gonna hide the grain so I can access elements on the site. So I'll copy this color, go into Photoshop, and paste that color in there. Click OK, and then I'll just export, quick export as PNG, and I'll call this grains maroon. Okay. Then I can go back into the grain overlay. Let me add that grain. So let me just find it right here. So it'll be a subtle difference, but I think those little subtle differences can sometimes add quite a bit to a site. All right. So let me bring the grain back. Yeah, very nice. So yeah, it is subtly different. It gives a different tone to the site, you know, giving it a red grain rather than a black grain. So yeah, let's preview. And we might work on the product pages next. So let's preview it. Yeah, that's nice. The red grain actually does something interesting. It almost changes the tone of that kind of beige background color, which I quite like. Trying to see if there's any other effects I want to add to the site to make it pop more. Can't think of anything right now. But yeah, I do like the user experience much better than her current site. First of all, the design is a bit off. I feel like there's not much design to it. I do like this shop section better that I added. And yeah, it just feels a bit easier to navigate. So like, I go to the site, I can watch the video, I can also buy the album on Amazon or listen to it on Spotify. I can see that I can get the CD version, the vinyl version, then there's a shop, and there's also the different albums here. So yeah, there's one other thing I want to do here in the nav. I want to add a cart. So let's add a cart. And let me place it in the nav right there. And for the cart, I'm going to set the background to transparent. And then the color of the cart is going to be red. Perfect. So I click, and we can design the cart as well. So let me open up the cart. And open cart, perfect. Let's change this button to primary button, and I'll say is dash cart. I'll remove this padding and this margin, so it's the full width. Let's go ahead and change the background color of the cart. To this beige. The lines here, we'll make it red. All right, and the cart, let's see, cart container. Yeah, let's set the border radius to 30 and change this text color to red. This X will make it red. Yeah, I think that'll work. And the cart wrapper, let's make it red as well, and reduce the alpha. Maybe beige would be better. No, I kind of like red. Okay, nice. So icon. Huh, the icon's not changing color. Don't know why. Close button. Does this need to be red? Huh. The icon's not changing color here, so not sure why. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, let's preview that. So click the cart. Yeah, looks good. I can style this to be red as well. Yeah. Nice. And we'll remove the underline. All right. Coolio. So add to cart. Yeah, let me publish. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I think I'll stop the building portion of the site. We can check out some other sites on awards or code drops and just look at some inspiration for the last few minutes of the live stream. So go here, add to cart. Nice. Continue to checkout. Checkout is currently disabled. Oh, there's one thing I want to do for the cart. Go ahead and open it. And the cart container, just want to add a small border and make it red. The red for the cart wrapper is a little bit too much, I think. Let's try white. Or maybe black. No, I don't like black. Let's try white. Yeah, it's better. Okay, we have the nice grain effect. Add to cart. Nice. Looks really good. It's almost amazing, like the cart is perfectly centered and it matches up with these lines here on the site. That's pretty cool. And let's see if I want the nav to be fixed. I might want the nav fixed. Position fixed and top. No, don't want the nav fixed. All right, so yeah, I think we're done for now. We could design the product template page. So this is where the products would be. So if it loads correctly. So we could have like a product page. So instead, right now, Taylor, on the Taylor Swift site, it goes to a completely new website and the product looks really weird and the text looks very weird. So we could spend some time designing that, which I might do next week, but maybe next week we'll look up another artist and build another artist website. But yeah, I kind of like it. So yeah, if you know Taylor Swift or her team, tell her to reach out. And you know, even this site, like if this website went up, it might increase sales, because I don't know who would go to the site and feel comfortable buying stuff from this site because it's so kind of janky. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. But I have talked a lot about that in previous live streams. So yeah, let's go to awards.com. Let's check it out. let's see what we got for inspiration. Let's see. Let's check out this from France. Cool. We make creative things every day. That's cool. That circle that expands. Oh, I like this. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Very nice. Cool. Yeah, so let's see what else we got. So I might end this live stream early. So Dylan writes, hey, just a quick question outside the build. Did you hear anything about the Webflow orders backend stuff recently? I have not, Dylan. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. But yeah, so let's check out this. This is a new, oh, that's cool. Kind of a little bit, yeah, it's kind of a little bit intense for my eyes, this slider. All right, yeah, I might end this live stream a little bit early. Thanks everyone for watching. I will be here Monday, so Monday we'll go over some different things. Definitely check out webdevforyou.com. Check out my interactions, my templates. I do have a new template out if you're interested. It's called Leela. And yeah, it's just a blog template. And have a few resources if you're interested as well. And yeah, feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Yeah, kind of a low-key live stream today, but that's okay. Just trying to finish out the Taylor Swift Red website. And I think, you know, it's pretty good. And yeah, and I'll share it. I might share it in the showcase after I make it responsive. So we still need to make it somewhat responsive and maybe create the product pages, but I'll put it in the showcase in case anyone wants to check it out after it's done. All right, thanks everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, Dylan. Happy Thanksgiving, Tazaware, and appreciate everyone who's joined and who's watched. And I'll catch you in the next live stream. Thank you. Peace. Yeah, next live stream will be Monday, not tomorrow. All right, thanks. Bye.